Come, Nerevar, come. Let's review some creatures you may encounter in Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. I will honor the 6th house and the tribe unmourned by making a complete creature tier list for each game after we finish filming the Morrowind meme movie, directed by Dagoth Ur. But for now, have a taste of my godly opinions. I'm in a rush to put the Cliff Racers in the D tier. I would have made Jube a saint myself for ridding us of these pterodactyls. That's just a farm tool. That's an automatic D tier. Ogres can be formidable enemies at lower levels, but they are essentially NPCs with dad bods, C tier. Minotaurs are just ogres with horns. They are a little stronger, but not strong enough to leave the C tier. Nix Hounds are an automatic D tier. They had the audacity to call this thing a hound. Do you have any idea how many of these I had to destroy to make Red Mountain my home? Dwarven spheres are a nuisance at best. C tier. Ah, trolls. Just like other C-tier creatures, they're only really a threat at low levels in Cyrodiil and Skyrim. You'd be surprised, but Shadowmere is a trusty steed that can also fight against most creatures on this list. Also, it kind of looks like a Dunmer, B tier. What a grand and intoxicating innocence. Do you take me for a brony, Nerevar? D tier, get this unicorn out of my sight. Ah, this is the creature I dislike the most. Filthy, uncivilized, annoying, greedy goblins. I can't stand the sight of these creatures. They grind my gears. If there was a tier below D tier, they would be there. The only good goblin is a dead goblin.
They sully this tier list with their presence. These Enwas infest almost every ruin, and cave in Cyrodiil and live rent-free in Mournhold sewers. I swear once a Kulakan is activated, I will Thanos them out of existence. Cave by cave, ruin by ruin, I won't stop until they are gone.
Oh, I apologize, Nerevar. I got a bit carried away there. D tier. Centaurs are in Dagerfall, but haven't appeared since the 1990s. D tier. Dremoras are probably one of the few Daedra I sort of respect. They are loyal, formidable, and dedicated warriors, although I'm not too fond of Mehrunes Dagon. Also, they look like Dunmer, so A tier should be fitting. Giants are once again one of those creatures that look like your average Enwa. If you go by their intelligence, they are no different than your average Nord, C tier. The Dwarven centurions were a hassle to destroy. I wanted to give them B tier at first, but some deserved A tier because of how difficult it was to get rid of them. Moving on to much more unique selections. Karstaag is a formidable opponent, both in Bloodmoon and Skyrim. Some say he could even defeat me after eating Uncle Sweetshare's cookies. But how can you defeat a god? Still S tier. The Ebony warrior is not really a creature, just another swit that made it on the list. But due to his unnatural strength, he belongs here. If he was the Nerevar, he would have been a worthy opponent, S tier, though I'll have to make an NPC tier list as well. You might argue that Umbra belongs in the S tier, and by how powerful she is, I would agree. I am putting her in B tier because she keeps reincarnating as an orc, but never a Dunmer. Plus, I really don't like her personality. Don't get me started on dragons. First of all, they are just retextured cliff racers with extra steps. I mean, seriously, dragons? The 6th house is a much more creative choice. Oh, Moon and Star, most fantasy series. And isekais default to dragons when they run out of creativity. Dragons go to B tier. As for this other creature, I don't know what I am looking at. Nerevar. This tier list does not honor the 6th house and the tribe unmourned.